So hello everyone, I'm Michael Ingledew. I'm all about making you successful with your technical documentation and technical information strategies. Welcome to this podcast from the S1000D User Forum here in London. And I'm joined by Jeff Stevenson from GPSL. And we're going to be talking about something that's very exciting, both for the market and for GPSL as a whole. So as you know, and we've done about 3 or 4 podcasts from here now, this week has been the S1000D User Forum. Today is the last day. It's the ILS specification day. Very busy. And the event has actually been super well attended. So firstly, Jeff, thanks very much for joining me on this podcast and this video that will go out. And maybe we'll start with what brings you to the S1000D User Forum, and what have you thought about it, and what have you learned over the last few days?
Oh, well, so I was brought over on an airplane. No.
No, it's I came on a train, and you probably got here quicker than me, I'll tell you.
Yeah. No, we came because, as you said, or as we're going to talk about, GPSL is kind of a newbie to the block of S1000D and to the community here. We have been supporters of the PTC software and things for a long time. Okay. And we have recently brought the S1000D solution from PTC sort of under our umbrella, as it were. So we are trying to make a name for ourselves and kind of spread the message about who we are and where we come from and what we bring to the market. So it's been a good event so far. Excellent. A very full event, as we were saying before the broadcast.
I think 330 attendees registered over the 3 days.
It's a lot. I think I've spoken to about 250 of them. So okay. It's amazing I have any voice left. So.
Well, and you're strategically placed right by the lunch table as well.
That was on purpose. That was on purpose
so
for a couple of reasons. One for the visibility, and one so we be first in line. So
so it works pretty well. Yeah. So for those guys that don't know who GPSL are and where you and where you come from and your pedigree, I might be wrong. You're a British company, is that right?
We are, yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
but
based in
we're
Swindon?
all over the world. Yes, so we're based in Swindon, yeah.
So, and I know that you have a large presence in the States. You've got some guys in Portugal. You've got some guys all over the place. So, yeah, the event has been super exciting. So you've mentioned the PTC software. So what kind of stuff are you supporting from PTC? I know that we've got the banner behind us here, and you're talking about Windchill and all of those kind of things. Right. I think, actually, before we get to that, let's get straight to the news, because then we can talk around the news and what it is that's happening. So if you haven't seen or don't follow GPSL on LinkedIn, and if you don't, I'll put a link below. You can go and follow them. Actually, super exciting news for you guys, and a major development in the market, I think, as well. And it will be certainly something that a lot of S1000D software users out there will be super interested in, is that you've just acquired some software from PTC.
That's very true.
So would you like to tell us a little bit about that, what you've acquired and how that's going to change the dynamics of GPSL and what you can bring to the market?
Sure, yeah. So I'll start with saying a bit about sort of how GPSL has interacted with PTC over the years. So we have been a channel partner since 2006. Okay. Many of our current employees were either former employees of PTC or actually former customers. I'm a former customer of PTC. Okay. So we've had the relationship for over 10 years now. With 2019, so almost 15 years now. We've been working with PTC and their software and what they offer. We provide solutions to our customers. And, we began just really purely in the publishing area of things. A lot of our employees came from Arbortext, and before that to a company called Advent 3B2, which was also a British-based company at the time, which is why we're based here still. Then over the years, we kind of evolved. I won't say from publishing, but we sort of expanded our footprint, and we're expanding sort of the definition of publishing to kind of include the content management, include all the integrations and everything, and bring data together. So with all of that, we began to get more involved in the A&D space with PTC over the past several years or so, and they approached us on, well, since you guys are specialists in this area, in tech pubs and all of that kind of thing, would we be interested in sort of taking on the S1000D module that they had been working on for a long time themselves? So we said yes. So as of June of this year, we have moved the S1000D module that PTC had made for Windchill under our brand. So now we're supporting it, we're developing it, and it's our software now. So we're happy to have it.
And I think the great thing about that is moving it into a specialist company like GPSL is you can be nimble, you can react to customer requirements much quicker, you can get the software that the customer needs much quicker than if you're dealing with I guess a larger, more complex animal like PTC, and they have lots of other products that they're developing at the same time.
Sure.
So you guys can be very rapid in the market in terms of how you can get these modules out there. I mean, I know that the module's already being used and it's already very well established. So you guys are now going to take it to the next generation, I guess.
That's true. That's true. I mean, we've always kind of been, as I was saying, we're sort of a best of breed services provider, for tech pubs and things. So bringing it under our banner, I think, makes a lot of sense. As you said, we can respond to things that are more the niche items or the nuances of the tech pub's domain, right? And we're already taking the approach we're listening to our customers, right? So we're talking to some of the existing customers for S1000D that had it under PTC, and we're also talking to some new customers as well. And we're taking all this input in and saying, okay, what makes sense to add to the product next? We want to be very, we're a solution company, and we want to take that same solution-minded approach to this product now. It might be a shrink wrap product. It's not a custom solution or anything like that, but we still want to have that same customer-centric approach to how we build it out and how it goes off into the future. So we're listening to all that input, and we're building that roadmap now, and we're excited for new things to come.
Excellent. So I think all of those Windchill users that are out there at the moment using the S1000D editions will be super excited, and they know that there's a vision for the software that they've invested in, which I think is super. And one of the things that I used to like when I worked at a software company that wasn't a huge animal, if you like, was our ability to react to those customer requirements. And it's great to hear that you're listening to the market. So what about issue 5.0? Have you started your work on 5.0 yet? Or so I've been asking lots of people around the show about 5.0, and I'm not actually seeing many people are demanding it right now, to be honest. I know that a couple of the software vendors are holding back to make sure that there is a demand for it in the market. But I can see some nice features in 5.0. I can see some nice things that will help the market. So I guess, how do people get in touch with you if they want to learn more about your S1000D capability around Windchill?
Right, yeah. So we're based all over the world. So our main office is here in England, in beautiful sunny Swindon.
We've been calling it Brexit Britain this week.
Yeah, there you go. But we also have offices. So our office in the U.S. is in Dallas, Texas. But we have people all over. So we have many people in the States, Australia, here, in the EU. So we're maybe not EU for long in this country. But
I understand there's been a deal struck today, so maybe we're being a little bit longer than what we anticipated.
Oh, we'll see.
Hope so.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so to get in touch with us, you can go to our site. You can go to our page on LinkedIn.
It's gpsl.co.
Yeah, gpsl.co.
I'll put a link below anyway, and I'll put it in the show notes as well. I guess you've got a LinkedIn page?
We do, yeah. We're present all over the place. You can go on Twitter if you want to and send us a tweet, and somebody will get back to you. So
excellent.
And just as you said, with us being small, we're nimble. So when you're talking to us, you aren't just talking to some sort of a representative. You're talking to one of us, actually.
Yeah.
So you're really tapping into that expertise that we have. When our customers file support tickets with us and things, I mean, they're talking to the developers of the software directly. So there's no layer in between you have to jump through or anything like that. We're trying to get the service back to the customers as quickly as possible and get them a fix as soon as we can.
Yeah, one of the things that I hear as a complaint in the market is if you're dealing with a message taker.
Yeah.
Somebody who takes the message, goes off and tries to hopefully communicate it in the right way to somebody else, and then they relay an answer which is invariably incorrect or hasn't quite answered the question. So that's great. So if you're dealing with experts direct, that always helps, and it concatenates that support process. So Again, if you want to learn anything more about GPSL, go to gpsl.co, follow them on Twitter, follow them on LinkedIn. I'll put all of the links down below. And I'll also, if you don't mind, Jeff, I'll put a link to your LinkedIn profile. So if anybody wants to connect,
absolutely,
they can connect with you direct.
Happy to.
And that just leaves me to say thank you very much. It sounds super exciting, and we'll look forward to seeing how the module continues to develop. I'm sure there'll be lots of news and reviews coming out on what you're adding to the tool. And thanks very much.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, thanks for having me.
So again, I hope you found that useful and interesting. Do go check out GPSL. And if you've not heard of them, they're into some very good and clever stuff. So check out their website. Certainly subscribe to their newsletters and their social channels. And yeah, I'm Michael Ingledew. I'm all about making you successful with your technical documentation and technical information strategies. Until the next one.
What?